There's a body of water on this planet where no fish swim, no plants grow, and no person can drown. A place so salty, your skin stings after only a few minutes in the water. A sea that's called dead, and yet it's more alive with mystery than most oceans. This is the Dead Sea, and the truth behind its name is much deeper than most people realize. The Dead Sea is located in the Jordan Rift Valley, sitting between Israel, Palestine, and Jordan. But here's the first surprise. It's not actually a sea. Technically, it's a lake, a landlocked hypersaline lake, and not just any lake. At 1,410 feet below sea level, the Dead Sea holds the title for the lowest point on Earth's land surface. No other body of water lies deeper below sea level anywhere on the planet. Its extreme location sets the stage, but it's the water itself that makes this place famous. Normal ocean water contains about 3.5% salt. The Dead Sea contains up to 34%. That means every gallon of water is so packed with minerals and salt that you could practically float on top without moving a muscle. And people do. Tourists come from all over the world just to experience the sensation of floating in water that seems to hold them up like an invisible hammock. But this isn't just a spa destination, it's a hostile environment. That massive salt concentration creates a condition known as hypersalinity, and it's deadly to almost all forms of life. Fish can't survive. Seaweed can't survive. Even plankton, the base of most aquatic food chains, instantly dies in this briny bath. If you were to pour fish tank water into the Dead Sea, every living thing in it would be dead within seconds. So does that mean it's completely lifeless? Not quite. While it's true that no visible life can survive in the Dead Sea, something does live beneath the surface, just not in any form most people would recognize. Scientists have discovered unique microorganisms, called extremophiles, that have adapted to thrive here. Specifically, certain types of halophilic bacteria and archaea have evolved to live in these extreme conditions. They don't just tolerate the salt, they need it. Their cell walls, enzymes, and DNA repair mechanisms are specially adapted to high salt environments. Without salt, they die. For them, the Dead Sea is not dead at all, it's home. And these microbes may hold the key to understanding life beyond Earth. Because if life can survive in the brutal, salty stillness of the Dead Sea, it might also survive on other planets or moons, like Europa or Mars, where conditions are similarly extreme. NASA scientists have even studied these organisms as models for potential alien life. But there's another darker layer to the story. The Dead Sea is not only dead in terms of biology, it's literally dying. Over the past 50 years, the water level has dropped by more than 100 feet. Today, it continues to shrink by about 3 feet per year. The reason? Human activity. The main source of water that feeds the Dead Sea is the Jordan River. But over the last few decades, countries in the region have diverted this water for agriculture, drinking water, and industry. As less and less water reaches the lake, evaporation does the rest. In the intense desert heat, the Dead Sea loses more water than it gains. And with no outlet, no inflow, and record evaporation, the salt becomes even more concentrated while the water disappears. As the water recedes, a dangerous phenomenon begins to appear: sinkholes. These massive sudden collapses in the ground have swallowed roads, buildings, and entire tourist areas. Some sinkholes are the size of buses. Others appear overnight without warning. In some regions, the landscape is now too unstable for human access. Governments in the region have proposed ambitious solutions, including the Red Sea Dead Sea Conveyance Project, a massive engineering plan to bring seawater from the Red Sea to replenish the Dead Sea. But despite years of planning, the project was officially canceled in 2021 due to environmental, political, and financial concerns. So now, the Dead Sea continues to vanish, silently, year after year. But why was it ever called dead in the first place? The name dates back thousands of years. Ancient writers, including those from the Roman Empire and biblical texts, noted the lack of fish and plant life. The name Dead Sea likely arose as a literal description. It was a body of water where nothing lived, or at least nothing visible. But the name stuck, and the sea became a symbol of lifelessness, a natural graveyard in the middle of the desert. Ironically, people have come to this dead place for healing for centuries. The thick black mud, rich in minerals like magnesium, potassium, and bromine, has been used to treat skin diseases, arthritis, and chronic pain. The air around the Dead Sea is also unusually rich in oxygen and low in allergens, making it a therapeutic destination for respiratory patients. And yet, as more tourists come to float on its surface, the Dead Sea continues to vanish beneath them. Every photo taken on its shores today may one day become a historical record of a place that used to be. So, is the Dead Sea truly dead? Not entirely. It's more accurate to say it's selective, deadly to most life, but not all. It's also fragile, a natural wonder hanging in a delicate balance between geology, biology, and human impact. And unless major changes are made soon, this sea may one day live up to its name in the most literal sense, not because of its salt, but because of its disappearance. In the end, the Dead Sea is not just a body of water. It's a mirror that reflects how little we truly understand the consequences of reshaping nature. And sometimes, what looks lifeless at first glance hides a far deeper truth. Subscribe us for more videos.